This is clearly the battle of the mothers. See Kizito's mom and Angel's mom. They are bantering, discussing, and disagreeing on the subject matter. This is episode 55 of The Danger Signs We Ignore, also known as Another Worst Mistake in Marriage. Can you see the indignation that Kizito's mom is looking at Kizito's mama or Angel's mama? Interesting. Now, Angel's mom is telling her the truth that Kizito is not worthy of being mourned. That the best thing they could do is to gather people to celebrate that an evil person has left this world. And everybody will be happy because when the evil people are thrown out of this world, everybody's happy. Yeah, the time to mourn is when somebody who really deserves to be mourned is out of this world. So, Angel's mom told her that, look, she is not going to mourn Kizito. She now said, but what if it was your son that died? Would you say the same? She said, never. God forbid, she will never have a son like Kizito because even if she has that kind of son, she would train him well. She will give him the training that he needs. And that's what she said, that Kizito's mom didn't train her son in the way he needed to go. That's the reason why he turned out the way he turned out. That's the way he became a monster, because she allowed him to run wild when she was supposed to put a tap on him, when she was supposed to train him in the way of the Lord. That's what the Bible says. Train a child in the way of the Lord. And when he grows up, he will not depart from it. How are you training your children? How are you laying examples for your children? You need to take a deep thought about this. As she was looking at her, she said, look, you need to realize that it's not only the girl child that has to be trained, the guy child, the man child also has to be trained so that they can become better people in the society. She now said, are you now blaming her for all that happened? She said, oh, who is she supposed to blame? Can you see that bombastic side eye look that she gave her? Oh, that should she blame another woman? She is the mother. She's the one that brought up her son the way he turned out. And of course, she knows that she's the one to be blamed. She said, look, he could have been the best and most happiest man on earth if she trained him the right way. But right now, she allowed him run loose and do things in a very terrible way. And that's why he turned out to be the monster that he became. She now warned him and said, look, if any evil thing happens to Angel based on the stupid, interview she granted the other time, if anything happens to Angel, she will be held responsible. If she cuts off all that Angel has to do, her jobs, her work, and everything, she's going to pay heavily for it because she's not going to take it lightly with her. Yes, that whatever she sees, she's going to get, and she really be ready. She now said, meaning what? She said, oh, when it comes to that time, we will cross that road, we will cross that bridge because you will not be happy with what happened. She now told her to leave her side so that she can finish her food. As she was still looking at her with indignation, she even offered her, would you like to have some food? Take some. Allow me eat in peace. She now continued eating. But meanwhile, she was pained. She was angered because she knows that she is saying the right thing. She's saying the right thing. Better deal with it. Now we see her come out of the house as she was about to leave, and there it was, a letter. What's going on here? She now bent down to pick the letter, looked inside of it, and saw that it was something she could not believe. It was a court summon. And she was like, what? Then, of course, Flora showed up. I'm surprised. I don't know what's going on with Flora. Is she on Madame Uchechi's side or is she on Angel's side? This is becoming confusing. But anyway, she looks so beautiful, looking lovely in yellow. I'm sure she's having a time of her life with the money she collected from Kizito's mom. Remember that 30 million naira has been sent to her account. She's having a time of her life. And she said, yes, that's a court summon. It's time for us to go to court. Now, could she be thinking, is it the court that where she's going to testify against Angel or what? Well, we'll find out in episode 56. But here she is. Angel came out and said, "Oh, how are you?" They greeted each other and she was like, "What's going on?" She said, "Oh, I just came to tell your mother-in-law that there's a court summon and that they need to go contest the will in court." And she was like, "What? Contest the will? That doesn't don't they know that she is the next of kin for everything that belongs to Kizito? Everything that has that is in Kizito's possession is in her name." She now said, "Well, she's not contesting that. That let the court decide. So if everything is in her name, what will be left for the widow? What will be left for the wife? Why is she complaining about this? Let them go settle it in court." Then Angel was looking, not knowing what to say. Then she now said, "Look, you better stop all this nonsense. You better stop all this nonsense. Let the dead be dead. Let everything remain the way it is. Don't come trying to change anything because you are not going to find a headway." She said, "Oh, if that's what you say, they will do that in court." That's exactly what Angel said. Let the court decide. Let the court decide. Why are you now stressing you straining yourself? Let the court decide. Let's go to court and let's fight this out. That's exactly what Flora said. "Oh, you will be shocked. You will be shocked that everything will not be in your favor." Because she's like wondering what is going on with you, Flora. I'm sure she's thinking about it in her mind. She gave this girl money. She gave her money. And yet she's turning against her. Oh, could this just be the plan or the ploy? She now said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Look, I told you I'm going to stand by Angel. And standing by Angel will I do." Now, is she speaking with both sides of her mouth? Because if she's doing this, that means she may be play acting in front of Angel. But maybe at the back, she really is for Madame Uchechi. It's really, really funny and kind of, confusing at this moment. She said, "Look, I'm standing for Angel. That's what I'm standing for. And you cannot stop me." So she's confused in her mind. Angel is also looking at her and they're wondering, what could this be about? Now, I know what's going on in Madame Uchechi's mind. She's thinking, "Oh, maybe Flora is acting on my behalf." Now we see Kelly and Benita. Now we can see that a lot of things are going wrong because of this interview. A lot of people are pulling out of their deals, and that's why he called her to come and discuss with. And she said, "Okay, we need to tell Angel very quickly." He said, "No, we can't tell Angel any of this. I mean, Kizito Baby died like 5 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. She needs to get on with her life, and now things are pulling apart." And I said, "Look, you need to tell her. Whatever it is, she's a strong lady. She'll be able to withstand it." And I said, "Okay, when should I tell her?" She said, "Oh, go ahead. You are the manager. You should know when you should tell her." He says, "Okay, let's look at maybe under 2 or 3 days when everything has cleared, and then they'll take a look at it." I said, "Okay, if that's what you think, let's keep on going." Here we see Flora coming out of the house after the drama experience. Now, whether that drama is true or that drama is fake, we don't know until episode 56. But right now, she's leaving the house, and Madame Uchechi runs after her and tries to beat her. And she said, "Don't! How dare you touch me like that? How can you do that? Don't try to hit me. What's going on? Don't lose your cool." She says, "Look, I told you to destroy Angel, and you're here trying to be an ally. What's going on? What's happening? I gave you money to do this." And I said, "Look, don't try to accuse me. Why are you losing your cool?" And I said, "I want to know what's going on. What's going on in that your brain? What are you doing?" She now said, "Look, I'm just doing what my mind tells me to do." That means she's already revolted. That means she's standing against Madame Uchichi. That means she's for Angel. Truly, she has decided to become a chameleon. She has decided to go against Madame Uchichi. Is that true? Madame Uchichi was about to take a punch, and then all of a sudden, we see Angel come out. She had to adjust because she doesn't want Angel to hear anything. And Angel is like, "What's going on here?" So, "Oh, nothing, my dear. It's just your mother-in-law who decided to escort me, isn't it so? But no problem. I'll be on my way." She was smiling because she knows what she's doing. Meanwhile, Madame Uchichi doesn't know what's going on. She's still confused. Meanwhile, Madame Angel was asking her, "Are you trying? Are you trying to threaten Flora? Are you threatening Flora about this?" She now said, "Look, I don't promise threats. I promise facts. I give you promises. And if you and Flora are trying to deal with me behind my back, none of your plans are going to work. You are not going to be able to make a headway because I'm going to catch you up." She now said, "What? We haven't even started planning, and you're already fidgeting, you're already fearing. Why are you fearing? Why are you afraid? Can't you just stay calm and see what's gonna happen? She now looked at her with that indignation and said, no, you think that you can run away? You think that you can go scot free? The only thing saving you is the baby within your womb. That's the only reason why I haven't taken you and torn you apart. She now said, oh, go ahead and do that. I like to see you tear me apart. You think you're the only one that can hurt people? Oh, if you try it, I'm gonna give it to you black and blue. I'm gonna beat you like you never ever existed and like we never ever knew ourselves. That's what she told Madame Uchechi. That you think you're the only one that can do this? I am Angel. I'm gonna get back on you and deal with you like I never knew you. Look at that eyes. Look at that face. The face of regret. Now we see Madame Amma coming out with her friends. Oh, Kelly came around to visit. Of course, Benita came to visit. I mean, everybody is feeling free and looking good and looking nice. But now she has an announcement to make. She said, oh, so I really hate to say this, but I need to say it. She says she's going back. She's traveling back. But wait a minute. Kelly wasn't expecting this. It was a bombshell to him. So no, to go where? You can't go anywhere. Not at this time. Angel needs you. There's so many things that are upcoming. We have the court case. We have the brand issues. What's going to be happening? You can't leave right now. No, this is bad. You have to stay. You are the support system to Angel. She doesn't know what's all of this. Angel has you. Angel has Benita. Angel has Mother. Angel has Jeff and George. She said, said, no, but you are the support system. You are the one that Angel trusts. It's not just about trying to feel safe. It's about being safe. When you are here, we are safe. Then she now took a stand back and said, come on, Kelly. If not because I knew you, I would think there's an ulterior motive behind what you said. And of course there is. Even Benita couldn't even imagine why Kelly's behaving like this. Kelly's in love. Oh my God. Kelly doesn't want Amma to go back. He now told her that, but you're trying to work your transfer, right? She said, yes, but you think we need to stay back. That's the more reason why you need to stay back. Stay back so that your transfer can be faster. He now said, no, I can't stay here. I need to get back to work. Even though she is, a family-oriented person, she just needs her space. She needs to get herself together, get her act back together. I mean, right now, there's nothing at stake for Angel. Kizito is gone, he's dead. He's not there to scare her. He's gone. So with that, she can go back. He now looked at her and said, no, you can't go back. You need to stay. We need you here. She now said, look, no, I need to go back. He now said, do you think I'm talking about myself? Of course we know that you are already falling in love with Omar. It's obvious. It's showing. I mean, either way, you were desperately begging. What else? That's it. He now said, look, what do you think about this Benita stage? And I said, okay, yeah. But meanwhile, Omar is confused about this whole thing. She can't understand. She can't pick it. But you see, those that see, they know. Now they're back on their way. And as they were going, you can see how it's written all over Kelly. He definitely is distraught. He is not happy. And then all of a sudden, the vehicle decided to slow down and stopped. What's going on? What's happening? Then he now stepped out to go check what's going on with the car. And as it sees, oh, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with this car. And as he was about to talk, then Benita said it like there's something else going on through your mind. I'm not talking about the car, right? I said, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? He said, both of us know that it looks like you're falling for Amma. I mean, what was that show of drama? Literally begging Amma not to go anywhere. It's obvious. You're falling for her, right? You're falling for her. You're in love with her. You don't want her to go. Isn't it? He doesn't. What's the nonsense you're saying? Look, our car just stopped in the middle of nowhere, and you're here telling me about Amma? What's that? How's that going to help the situation? Let's put our heads together and see how we can get out of this place. She now said, come on, it's written all over you. I can see the telltale signs. You are actually in love. Can't you see it? You felt it. That's why you didn't want to go, and your car also felt it and decided to stop. He now said, what's all of this? She now said, you can't deny it. It's written all over you. He now said, okay, even if, let's even assume that's it. How's that going to solve our situation right now? How's that going to get this car out of the way? Can you just put your mind together and say, oh, tell me the truth. But have you thought about it? Omar is older than you. She's about 3, 4 years older than you. Have you thought about that? Come on, think about it. Think about it. Said, look. I'm not in for this game, right? All I want is to get out of this place. And you're telling me about Omar. Can't you put your mind together and let me know what to do? I said, look, if you're feeling this way, right, with Omar going, I'm just wondering how you felt when you were told that Omar was raped. How did you feel? Oh my God, she was already accusing him, and of course, he could remember. He remembered how he felt. He felt so bad. He felt bad. He was even gonna destroy things. He was like, no, he's gonna get those people and deal with them and destroy them. That's what he said. He said, Omar, I'm gonna get those people. I'm gonna deal with them. I'm gonna deal with them. That's what he said. So he can't deny the fact that he's in love. He is in love. But wait a minute. He's in love. But Benita is feeling pained. She's feeling pain. Maybe she thought that Kelly would love her. Maybe she thought that Kelly will fall in love with her instead, but she now feels so bad and wow. Others are getting the attention. She's not getting the attention. She feels left out. She feels like life is not balanced. Life is unfair. That's it. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? She is probably in love with Kelly, and Kelly's not in love with her. What a twist of life.